Hello and welcome to Perspectives, our Year in Review edition, Part 4. Yesterday we looked at the most significant papal teaching of the year, definitely Amoris Laetitia. Today we're going to look at the event of the year, and joining me again are Sebastian and Emilie. Again, do we agree that there was one major event this year?
Well, we're not biased, right? That we're going to pick World Youth Day in Krakow, Poland.
You think so? Yeah, I would agree.
I think so. I mean, the fact that we were there too, it was just an incredible experience. But the fact that this World Youth Day took place in Krakow, a city, or in a country really, which is mostly Catholic, was different than previous World Youth Days, even just for that, because usually a World Youth Day goes in a city where, there needs to be some kind of conversion or, to bring about some kind of change, right, or bring hope to that place. And here we have really a place that is bringing hope to the rest of the world, right? So the rest of the world is coming to this country, and it's being evangelized through the saints that have come from that place.
The city of saints, right? Krakow. I mean, even the whole fact that it took place during the clearly somebody thought about this. Like the Year of Mercy. The World Youth Day of Mercy in the City of Mercy, John Paul II, Divine Mercy.
Well, this is what happens in the Catholic Church, right? Like we have such this tremendous tradition that anniversaries and celebrations keep on coming up, and oftentimes, this is how the Lord works. Sometimes He brings a lot of things together, and certainly it was, no accident. I think that during the Year of Mercy, we go to the City of Mercy, St. Faustina, St. John Paul II, obviously. The birthplace of divine mercy, and Francis, in his own unique way, but re-emphasizing mercy very practically, building on that and pushing us a little bit forward. But it was a remarkable experience. I know a few things really stand out to me. The Friday was amazing. The Pope went the way of the cross, and before that, the Pope went to Auschwitz, which both Emilie and I got a chance to go to early in the morning one day to do some filming, and it was very peaceful and quiet. There was nobody else there, and that was what it was like for Francis as well, and just the significance of him walking through it in utter silence. To pay his respects to that moment and to reflect on the great suffering of so many individuals in that treacherous place, and then he said later, that this is not something that's ended 70 years ago.
No.
This kind of suffering, the way we treat each other, is still happening in these brutal ways, and sometimes there's just no words to describe that kind of evil. And Francis offered us kind of a reflective lesson on what that meant.
Well, and I think that the World Youth Day happened as well. That was the whole backdrop, right? I mean, of the situation in the world. I mean, just right at the beginning of World Youth Day, we heard about the tragic murder of the priest in France, Father Jacques Hamel, right? Yeah. And so that really kind of set the tone for the whole World Youth Day. And there were, a lot of security. Security was just heightened because we wanted to make sure that obviously these pilgrims were safe, but that was the whole backdrop of World Youth Day, and so to kind of culminate to the Friday with the Way of the Cross was just like extremely powerful.
And what a testament that is to the world. Like the reason why we're talking about it as the singular most significant event of the year is because in a world that is divided and filled with hatred and pain and war and persecution, the Catholic Church, young adults who are faithful people, still come together, hundreds of thousands of them, to celebrate. In the face of that, with the possibility of something like that happening, coming together and offering the world a picture of what a really, truly diverse but united world can look like. Because you pan the crowds, you see the Catholics from all over the world.
All over the world, and in silence on a Saturday night. How many people you guys were there on that field?
Incredible.
1 million people in silence. That always blows me away. I was in Krakow, but I wasn't able to be there that night. Definitely the event of the year, not just the Catholic event, but the event of the year, World Youth Day. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about next year. What are you looking forward to 2017? So I hope that you can join us. In the meantime, send your comments via Facebook and Twitter, and we'll see you tomorrow.